Make your job easier with Pixelsilk. Add and modify different types of pages.
Okay, let's begin by selecting Design in the left-hand navigation. You'll be taken to the Manage Design area of Pixelsilk, where you will see a list of tabs at the top. Click on the Page Types tab to add a new page type. There are essentially two types of content. There are static HTML pages, like privacy policy or terms and conditions. And then the other type of content is a list of things. A list of photos in a photo gallery, a list of blog entries in a blog, a list of articles in a news section, or a list of books in a book section. Each of these lists have different properties. A photo gallery would have a field for you to enter a caption for the photo and a place to upload the photo. A book section would give you a place to enter an ISBN number, a publisher, and a publish date. You could also search or sort based on those fields. In Pixelsilk, you can create those different properties and build out your own types of content. So let's start by clicking Add New Page Type. We need to give the page type a name. So let's call this one Articles. Select List Section from the Type dropdown. 90% of the time you'll be creating list sections in this area. And then select an image that you can associate with any pages that use this page type. This little image will appear in any lists of pages in admin, so you can quickly identify what type of page it is. When you click Save, that will add the page type to the list. Click the Edit Type pencil on the Articles bar to open up the options for the new Articles page type. We'll start by adding a field. Fields are those properties that I was referring to earlier. Like a photo gallery would have a caption or a place to upload, where a book section might have an ISBN number and a publish date. Pixelsilk comes with some default fields in a list section, a brief description, which is a multi-line text box, a full description, which is an HTML content editor. You can associate an image. There's a system field called number of views that simply counts how many times someone has viewed a particular article, and a title. Let's add a new field. Let's say we want every one of our articles to have an author associated with it, and we'll just have this field type be a text box. You do have some additional options for your fields. You can select whether or not the field is required. You can give a maximum length to the field. You can select a format that the field should be in, like a date format or an email. And there are other options. Once you have the list of fields you'd like to work with, you can begin editing the skins. If we click the Skins tab, you will see the list of skins that this page type will use. A page type tends to use all of the skins in this list if you decide to do so. Let's first edit the content skin. The content skin is the main wrapping skin around your list of items. It's common to put a div or a UL around this list. So we'll go ahead and put a UL around our items. And in this case, our items are articles. So we'll give this div an ID of articles list. The items token is where the article items will begin to repeat, and each item will repeat the item skin. So let's go ahead and save the content skin and open up the item skin. Once again, this item skin is what will repeat once for each article item in our list. So let's put some HTML in here that will be repeated for each article. In this case, we'll probably want an LI to go inside of our UL that we put in the content skin. And we're also putting an H2 tag. And notice we're using the title token. This would be the title of our article. In a paragraph tag, we're putting the brief description. And we also have a special token used in list sections called the item page URL. In a list section, not only do you have the list of items, but each item also gets its own page. And this item page URL token renders the URL to that individual page. We'll go ahead and save the item skin, and we'll open up the item page skin. The item page skin is that individual page that I mentioned earlier. On the individual page, let's just put our title in an H1 tag, the title of our article. We'll show the brief description again, and then we'll show the full description. Let's save our item page skin, and then edit the last skin that we're going to do in this demo, the edit item skin. The edit item skin is the skin or the HTML used when somebody wants to add or edit a new article. So this is typically a form. So we will go ahead and paste in some form code. Notice in here we do have title token again, the title token again, and we have the brief description token and the full description token. In this case, because we're in the edit item skin, Pixelsilk will go ahead and render a text box control and input type equals text in this spot. We've already told Pixelsilk in the fields list that it is a text box. We've also already told it that brief description is a multi-line text box, so it'll put a text area in the place of this brief description token. We've said that full description was an HTML field, so a content editor, a WYSIWYG rich text editor, will go in place of the full description token. We're also adding a submit button so the form can be submitted. Now in Pixelsilk you can enter form tags if you want to submit this form to a particular location, maybe to integrate with another system, or you can leave the form tags out of the skin and Pixelsilk will automatically wrap this skin with a form tag where Pixelsilk will take care of the form submission. We're going to do that in this case and let Pixelsilk handle it. So we'll save that edit item skin, and then we'll save the page type. Once you've added the page type, you're able to use it in your pages list. If you click on Pages, click on Add New Page, you will see your new page type show up in the Types dropdown. So let's add a new page called Our Articles. That adds it to the page list, and we can now visit this new articles page. Once you've verified that everything is working, that's it. You're done.